This movie here is going to be for the Gohan and Piccolo fans out there. And those are your two favorite characters? Buckle up, you're going to have a fun time with Dragon Ball Superhero. What's up, world? Welcome to another episode of We Break Downs. I'm your host, Ali Zakka. And before I get started, is there a review you want me to do? Let me know. Please put in the comment section below and I get to it as best I can. Also Patreon, patreon.com/Ali Zakka, and for $2 a month, get the cut in front of everybody, get your review out way before it comes out on Facebook and YouTube. You guys get trailer reaction, other comments and content on there, and much more stuff. Now, let's go ahead and get into today's episode, 2022's Dragon Ball Superhero. And this will be a non-spoiler review, and now has a spoiler section in the back half. So what's this movie about? Well, the Red Ribbon Army is coming back to pretty much seek revenge on Son Goku and the rest of his friends and the Z Fighters. And it's up to Gohan and Piccolo to stop the Red Ribbon Army from trying to rise again and take over the world. And that is the point of Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball Superhero. I always want to throw Dragon Ball Z because that was my favorite version of Dragon Ball so far. Dragon Ball Z. Sorry about that little insight. Now, the things that I liked about this movie, the music is the first thing I enjoyed. Like the music for this movie, for the fight scenes, for the kickback scenes was amazing. The instruments, the sound, it kind of reminded like instrumental chord, the song Instrumental Chord, and I can't think who's made by right now. Not Two Steps from Hell, but like the epic movie score writers, who make songs, it sounds like one of those kind of movie songs. And I think the soundtrack of this movie is great. Like I want to play the soundtrack and listen to this movie because the music is great in this movie. The music is solid. Also, the 3D animation. This whole movie is 3D animation, and it did not bother me. I actually enjoyed it. I think there are certain scenes in the movie where the 3D animation is made to perfection. The 3D, the camera 360 it does for a few characters, I think was perfect with the 3D animation, and it grew on me. I actually enjoyed it. And when they do 2D to 3D, it bothered me, like in Dragon Ball Z Broly, Super Broly, and Resurrection F and Battle of the Gods, when they did the 3D animation with a 2D movie, it bothered me. So it was cool to see this movie just purely in 3D. I enjoyed that. That was solid. And the story, I actually liked the story. The storyline did work for me in this movie. I really enjoyed it. It's more of a fleshed out story, and there's some comedy in this movie. Those are things that I enjoyed. The things I didn't like in this movie, I felt like at certain times this movie kind of lingered a little too much for certain things, or they threw in characters just to be like, we need a gargantuan fight scene, or we need a power up, and we don't throw this in here because we need this moment. And regardless, like you didn't really need those certain points. And storyline wise, you needed to know what was going on with other characters. You can't just go into this movie blind. But I enjoyed the movie, thought it was fun. It's just, there's a lot of fan service in this movie, not just with characters, but with like certain things you've seen. If you're a fan of Dragon Ball Z and fan of Dragon Ball Super, you've seen this stuff before, and it's getting thrown back into it, and you're just like, okay. And the villain is not the strongest in this movie. Dragon Ball Z villains, there's three iconic villains you really think about. You know, Frieza, Cell, Majin Buu. And then Super has some villains here and there, but nothing really holds like those three. And Dragon Ball has some villains there, but nothing really holds like those three big ones. And this movie, the villains, you'll forget about them by the end of the movie. You're like, oh, okay, I guess we're supposed to care, but you really don't. And that's sad. They haven't really got that part down. So the villain's not the best in this movie. And then some of the things they did were, as a fan of the series, you will like it, but you also like, we're doing this again. It seems repetitive, but somebody who never seen it before, you're like, oh, okay, sure, that works for me. So that's my dislikes with this. I think that's about it. Let's go ahead and get into cast directing, which I won't even get into cast because I actually watched this in sub in theaters. But the director is Tetsuo Kodama, and a writer, Akira Toriyama. This is actually Akira Toriyama made this, so this is actually a canon Dragon Ball movie. Like, he wrote this screenplay and everything. So Akira Toriyama, this is his movie, his script. Any other thoughts? If you're a fan of Gohan, you're going to love Gohan in this movie. If you're a fan of Piccolo, you're definitely going to love Piccolo in this movie. And if you're a fan of Pan, you're going to love Pan in this movie as well. Like, those characters are really the best characters. I think Pan is the very bright spot in this movie, and so is Piccolo. He's a very big bright spot in this movie. And those two characters, I love the connection, chemistry written for those characters to play off each other. While Gohan, you're going to be... For a Gohan fan, you're going to enjoy what Gohan gets to do. But also at the same time be like, really? Okay, that's where we're at with Gohan. So I really did love what we got with that. And then that's pretty much it. As far as the trailer goes, you do see Goku, you do see Vegeta in this movie. They're there. But I like what they do with those two in this movie that way. It allows you to focus more on Gohan and Piccolo. Is the movie should see in theaters? If you're a Dragon Ball fan, I think you can check this movie out in theaters. But if you're not, I think you can wait until it comes out on DVD or Funimation or Crunchyroll. And great time. I'm going to grade Dragon Ball Superhero from 2022. I'm going to give this movie a solid B-. It gets a B- for me. It gets an 81 or 80% B-. I think it's good. I didn't want to compare it to other movies. Like, I went with a bunch of friends. My friends, they all like gave it like a 7, a C, out of the movies. But they also compared to Dragon Ball Super Broly, which Broly is a really, really good movie. And I think I gave Broly a B+, if not an A-. I think it's a B+. I believe we gave it there. And this is where I'm giving this movie a B-. It has a storyline. Yes, it does. It doesn't hit as hard as Broly did, and maybe because Broly was more a well-written story, which this is not a bad story written-wise. It's just the Broly one had more stake, I feel like, while this one right here was kind of like, okay, we're getting used to these characters, and the villains is not that strong. While Broly, like, you knew the backstory of the villain, you knew why he was there, you knew why he was going after Goku and Vegeta, and it made sense. While this one was just more like, okay, Vegeta and Goku, Piccolo, Gohan, let's step up and go. So this was more about like Piccolo and Gohan, and didn't feel as much weight was there as far as like it was in Dragon Ball Z Super. Also, the animation Dragon Ball Z Super Broly was much better to me than this one right here. So I give the movie a B-. I did have a fun time. I enjoyed it. So that's why I'm here of Dragon Ball Superhero. If you've seen Dragon Ball Superhero, what do you think? Please put in the comment section below. Other than that, see you guys in the next episode of movie breakdowns. And now for the spoiler sections, we're gonna get into spoilers in 3, 2, 1. All right, spoiler time. So I'm gonna talk about the villains in this movie, and there's a few other spoilers I'm talking about. But in the far as the villains, you have Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, who are in the trailer. They are like superhero, they're androids. So you have a character by the name of Hito. See here. Dr. Hito, who is the grandson of Dr. Gero, which this movie does confirm that Android 16 is Dr. Gero's son, and Android 21 is Dr. Gero's wife, which is crazy. But Dr. Hito is Dr. Gero's grandson, and he's brought back into the Red Ribbon Army thanks to Magenta, who is the son of Red, who's the head of Red Ribbon Army. And he made Gamma 1, Gamma 2, and Magenta pretty much causes those two to join his side and tells Dr. Hito that Bulma is a evil person and he's trying to take down Capsule Corp. So pretty much Red Ribbon Army is still trying to get after Goku and Capsule Corp. And they're creating a new version of Cell, which is the next big villain in this movie. So Cell Max is his name. And you're like, they brought Cell back, and Cell was not a necessary piece of this movie. So what happens is Piccolo infiltrates Red Ribbon Army, and then the teams up with Pan to act like Pan's kidnapped to get Gohan to step out of his shell. So Piccolo been telling Gohan throughout this movie, you got weak, you haven't sensed me anything, and Pan can sense Piccolo dressed up and sends off his ki, but Gohan can't. Gohan's fallen he's not as strong as he used to be, and he's like, I don't need to. My dad and Vegeta can do everything. And Piccolo's like, get ready, because there'll be a time where they won't be here and we'll need them. And we'll need you to help stand up and fight. So they eventually go and fight the Red Ribbon Army, and Max Cell, or Cell Max, gets released in this giant monster ball, pretty much, with Krillin, Gotenks, which is imperfect Gotenks, Android 18, and Krillin all team up to fight the giant monster, as well as Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, who they realized they were working for the bad guys. Because Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 thought Gohan and Piccolo were the bad guys, when they realized, no, they're not. They actually done anything wrong. They're the Red Ribbon Army's the bad guys, so they betray the Red Ribbon Army and team up and take down Max Cell. And the animation, the fight scene for this movie was great. The choreography and stuff like that was great. The animation was amazing. But after the issue of saving Pan and realized that the Red Ribbon Army was the bad guys, and they beat the Red Ribbon Army, we didn't need a whole nother 40-minute fight scene with Cell Max. Granted, the animation is great, and you do get 2 new power levels. You get Gohan Beast, which is Gohan pretty much snaps, pretty much has the whole Cell saga again, all over again, where he snaps under Ultimate Gohan and he becomes Gohan Beast, or Beast Gohan. And then Piccolo turns Orange Piccolo when he gets powered up by Shenron, so his a whole new boost level, and he becomes Giant Piccolo again, which is funny. He said he forgot that he can do that, which I thought, to me, is Toriyama saying, I forgot I drew that character's ability and threw it into the movie. But the villains, the main gist of the villain, but when it came to Cell Max, it was like, okay, it's a villain we don't really care about. And then Gamma 2 dies, and that should make it a sad thing, but it's like, I only know a little bit of him. He's funny and goofy, but he's just a villain for this movie, antagonist for the movie. There's not really much there to grow with. So that's one of the big things here. So Cell does come back, but it's not the Cell that you know. It's a whole different Cell. And then Gohan transforms into Gohan Beast, which is like another transformation in Dragon Ball Z. What a surprise. Pretty much at this point, color your hair changes, superpower. Gohan eyes turn red now. And then Piccolo also gets some transformation. He goes from like Super Piccolo to Piccolo Orange. And okay, cool. There are fan service in this. Like, Bulma is like at this point trying to become a sex symbol, and I'm just like, I don't see why Bulma needs to be a sex symbol. Like, there's certain scenes where Bulma like butt is in the camera, but then there's also scenes where Dr. Hero and Magenta's crotch are in the camera. You like look at them from a crotch angle, you know, like, good lord, like it's just right there. And so there are fan service for both guys and girls in this movie. And Chile is in this movie. She comes back. So there's Limo. So there's Broly. What they're doing, they're with Goku and Vegeta training, and Goku and Vegeta gets put into a sparring match that lasts the whole movie, and Vegeta finally beats Goku at the end of the movie, and Goku kind of chuckles, but that's pretty much why they didn't join in, because they've been all fighting the whole time, and Whis never got the message. So Piccolo and Gohan have to work together to take down the Red Ribbon Army, but on the way to get Gohan in there, Piccolo helped kidnap Pan, which Pan jumped in. She was like, where Pan could hold her own. It was great that she could hold her own in this movie. And Piccolo's like, all right, I need you to be pretend that you're weak, pretend that you're scared, so Gohan would come and actually step up. And Piccolo trying to get Gohan to unlock his ability again, unlock his potential again. And the only way to do that, he kept raising the bar. So Piccolo pretended to die in this movie, and Gohan snaps again. And he's just like, we're doing the same thing we did in the Cell Saga, but now we're doing it again, but for this movie. That's pretty much it when it comes to the spoilers, is that you have, you know, Gohan turns a new form for Gohan, and then Piccolo has a new form, and Cell comes back. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So if you guys seen Dragon Ball Super Superhero, what did you think? Please put in the comment section below. Other than that, thank you guys for watching this episode of Movie Breakdowns. I appreciate you, and keep being awesome. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. I really appreciate that. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. If there's a review you want me to watch or do, let me know. Please put it in the comment section below this video. Also, you want to watch the last episode of Movie Breakdowns, it's right there. Just gotta click on it and you'll be able to watch it. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Love y'all, and keep being awesome.